Chapter 1, Nutrition in Plants. In the last video, we studied what is nutrition and the two modes of nutrition, that is, autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition. We also studied autotrophic nutrition in detail, that is, how green plants produce their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Now let us study about heterotrophic nutrition in plants. We know that green plants produce their own food by the process of photosynthesis by using carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Hence, green plants are called autotrophs or producers, and they follow autotrophic mode of nutrition. But not all organisms are capable to produce their own food. For example, all animals and non-green plants derive nutrition from other plants and animals by heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So what is heterotrophic nutrition? The mode of nutrition in which organisms cannot produce their own food and depend on green plants and animals directly or indirectly for nutrition is called heterotrophic nutrition. And such organisms are called heterotrophs or consumers. Now, mostly plants are autotrophs, but there are some plants that obtain their nutrients from other plants and animals. Such plants are called heterotrophic plants. ऐसे plants को heterotrophic plants कहते हैं. So, heterotrophic plants are divided into four categories: parasitic plants, saprophytic plants, insectivorous plants, and symbiotic plants. First, let us see what are parasitic plants. Some plants like Cuscuta or dodder depend on other plants for their food are called parasitic plants. They absorb food from green plants. वो green plants से nutrients absorb करते हैं. ये green plants जिनसे parasitic plants nutrients absorb करते हैं उन्हें host कहा जाता है. So Cuscuta plant produces yellow tubular structures which attach to the host plant and wrap around its stem to absorb ready-made food from it. तो Cuscuta plant yellow tubes जैसे structures produce करता है. इन tubular structures को वो host plant से attach कर लेता है और फिर उस host plant से वो food absorb करता है. Now, because parasitic plant absorbs nutrients from host plant, it causes heavy damage to the host plants. Parasitic plants will get ready-made food, but due to this, the growth of host plant will slow down. So, it is beneficial for parasitic plant and harmful for host plants, but it rarely kills the host plant. So, plants like Cuscuta and mistletoe are some examples of parasitic plants. Next is saprophytic plants. Organisms that feed on dead and decaying organisms are called saprophytes. Saprophytes are non-green plants which lack chlorophyll. Saprophytes में chlorophyll present नहीं होता, इसलिए वो अपना खाना खुद प्रोड्यूस नहीं कर सकते. They cannot prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis like green plants. Saprophytic organisms feed upon dead and decaying organic matter. मतलब वो dead और organic compounds यानी dead bodies of animals, remains of dead plants, microorganisms, insects, bacteria ऐसी dead चीज़ों से nutrition लेते हैं. So these organisms secrete digestive juices on the dead and decaying matter, converting them into solution, and then they absorb nutrition from them. Examples of saprophytic plants are fungi like mushrooms, molds, and yeast. Fungi mostly grows in hot and humid weather and can be seen during rainy season. Mushroom is a type of fungi which we can consume. मशरूम एक ऐसा टाइप का फंजाई है जिसे हम खा सकते हैं, पर कुछ मशरूम्स पॉइजनस होते हैं. सो नॉट ऑल मशरूम्स आर एडिबल. नेक्स्ट इज insectivorous plants. The plants which eat small insects, spiders, etc. are called insectivorous plants. For example, pitcher plant, Venus flytrap, etc. Usually, insectivorous plants are green in color because of chlorophyll present in them. ज़्यादातर insectivorous plants का कलर क्लोरोफिल की वजह से ग्रीन होता है. And because of chlorophyll present in insectivorous plants, they can produce their own food by the process of photosynthesis. But insectivorous plants ऐसी सॉइल में ग्रो होते हैं जिसमें नाइट्रोजन जैसे न्यूट्रिएंट्स प्रेजेंट नहीं होते. नाइट्रोजन प्लांट्स के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी न्यूट्रिएंट है. तो नाइट्रोजन की रिक्वायरमेंट पूरी करने के लिए इंसेक्टिवोरस प्लांट्स इंसेक्ट्स खाते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, pitcher plant, they do not have leaves, but leaves are modified into a pitcher-like structures. मतलब जग या जार जैसा. When an insect enters the pitcher, the lid gets closed and the insect gets trapped inside the pitcher. पिक्चर के अंदर कुछ हेयर जैसे स्ट्रक्चर्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं जिसमें इंसेक्ट एंटेंगल हो जाता है. Then the cells of pitcher plant secrete digestive juices. These digestive juices help in digesting an insect. Another example of insectivorous plant is Venus flytrap. The leaves are modified into a trap and the inner surface of the leaves have short stiff hair. Venus flytrap के leaves insect को पकड़ने के लिए ट्रैप की तरह काम करते हैं. लीव्स के अंदर सरफेस पर छोटे छोटे स्टिफ हेयर प्रेजेंट होते हैं. When an insect comes in contact with leaves of Venus flytrap, the leaves get closed and the insect gets trapped. इंसेक्ट उसमें ट्रैप हो जाता है. लीव्स के सेल्स कुछ डाइजेस्टिव जूसेस सिक्रीट करेंगे जिनकी मदद से इंसेक्ट डाइजेस्ट हो जाएगा और इंसेक्ट में प्रेजेंट न्यूट्रिएंट्स प्लांट सेल्स अब्सॉर्ब कर लेंगे. सो दीज आर द टू एग्जांपल्स ऑफ इंसेक्टिवोरस प्लांट्स. Another heterotrophic type of plants are symbiotic plants. So let us see what are symbiotic plants. When two plants live together by sharing shelter and nutrients and mutually helping or benefiting each other, their association is called symbiosis or symbiotic association. And these type of plants are called symbiotic plants. For example, lichen are the organisms in which fungus and green alga live in association with each other. Lichen एक ऐसा ऑर्गेनिज्म है जिसमें फंगस और ग्रीन alga एक दूसरे की हेल्प करते हैं फॉर शेल्टर एंड न्यूट्रिएंट्स. Green alga produces food for itself and for fungus by the process of photosynthesis, and fungus provide water, minerals, and shelter to green alga. Then there are some fungi that live in the roots of trees. कुछ फंजाई ट्रीज के रूट्स में रहते हैं. ट्रीज फंगस को न्यूट्रिएंट्स प्रोवाइड करते हैं और फंगस ट्रीज को सॉइल में से वाटर और न्यूट्रिएंट्स जैसे कि नाइट्रोजन, पोटेशियम एक्सेट्रा लेने में मदद करता है. सो इन दिस वे symbiotic plants live in symbiotic relationship and share water, minerals, nutrients, and shelter with each other. Now, just like symbiotic plants, there is a bacteria which lives in symbiotic association with leguminous plants and helps replenish nutrients in the soil. So let us see what is replenishing nutrients in the soil. When crops are grown continuously in the same field, the soil becomes deficient in some nutrients. सॉइल में बार बार क्रॉप्स उगाने से या सेम टाइप के क्रॉप बार बार उगाने से सॉइल में प्रेजेंट न्यूट्रिएंट्स कम हो जाते हैं. डिफरेंट प्लांट्स रिक्वायर डिफरेंट न्यूट्रिएंट्स टू ग्रो. कोई प्लांट्स नाइट्रोजन लेते हैं तो कुछ प्लांट्स को पोटेशियम, फॉस्फोरस एक्सेट्रा जैसे न्यूट्रिएंट्स की जरूरत होती है. बट वंस दिस न्यूट्रिएंट्स आर यूज्ड अप, इट टेक्स अ वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम टू रिप्लेनिश देम naturally. So that's why farmer adds manures and fertilizers to the soil. Farmer seeds उगाने से पहले या उगाने के बाद soil में fertilizer या manure add करते हैं. Fertilizers contain nutrients like nitrogen, potassium and phosphorus. So these are the techniques used by a farmer to replenish nutrients in the soil. But a natural way to replenish the soil with nitrogen is by symbiotic association of rhizobium bacteria and leguminous plants. प्लांट्स के लिए नाइट्रोजन बहुत ज़रूरी है, बट प्लांट्स एटमॉस्फेयर में प्रेजेंट नाइट्रोजन को डायरेक्टली नहीं ले सकते. राइजोबियम बैक्टीरिया lives in the roots of leguminous plants like pea plant. Rhizobium converts atmospheric nitrogen into nitrates and nitrites so that plants can easily absorb it. In this way, leguminous plants provide shelter to rhizobium and rhizobium helps plants in getting nitrogen. And due to the symbiotic relationship between leguminous plant and rhizobium bacteria, nutrients like nitrogen is replenished in the soil naturally. So for this reason, a farmer grows leguminous plants alternatively with other crops. So this was the last topic of this chapter. Today we studied what is heterotrophic nutrition and different types of heterotrophic plants, that are parasitic plants, saprophytic plants, insectivorous plants and symbiotic plants with examples. And we also studied how nutrients are replenished in the soil. So here we finish our first chapter, that is nutrition in plants.